Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark IW1511UK Detect Pro cordless vacuum cleaner. What I wanted today is to show you around the vacuum, some of the features and benefits that it offers, also give you a couple of demonstrations as well. But first of all, we need to get the vacuum unboxed. So, it's got a list of everything that's included on the top here. But what I am impressed at is the size of the box. It's actually really thin. Compared to some of the other Shark cordless vacuum cleaners. Some of the boxes have been quite chunky over the years. We've got, what have we got here? We've got some instructions. Now if you follow me on YouTube for a while, you'll know that I'm not too enamoured about reading instructions, so they always get put to one side. So we've got the main body of the vacuum. Really like the look of that. I've not promise I've not seen this at all. We've got this is going to be the main floor head. Now something I do comment on quite a lot when I'm unboxing appliances, or especially vacuum cleaners, is the packaging that it arrives in, and I must say that Shark always do a really good job of providing recyclable packaging. It's a really good combination of protecting the vacuum and also making sure that a lot of the packaging is recyclable at the end, which is always really good. So well done, Shark. So we've got the main wand, and again I really like the colour of that. Now I know the colour has no bearing on the performance or the weight or anything like that, but I just really like the colour of it. Just combine the white with the matte grey finish. Again, well done, Shark. We've got the charger, so clearly being a cordless vacuum, very important to have the charger to get it charged up when it's flat. And in here we have got a cheeky little tool. So what I'll do is I'm just going to get all the packaging put to one side, then we can start to have a look at the vacuum itself. Here we are, here's the vacuum itself. And I must say, when it comes to the weight of it, it's only around 2.7 kilograms, so very lightweight. It's something I try and recommend to people when you're looking for a cordless vacuum, especially when the motor and a lot of the weight is at the top of the vacuum compared to some of them where you've got the weight at the bottom. On this model, you've got up to 60 minutes runtime, and of course that would depend on the surface it's on, what it's sucking up, so 60 minutes is always going to be the maximum, but you could find if you have to increase the suction, if you've got a really dirty floor, then that time will be reduced. The beauty of this one, and I will give you a demonstration of this in a moment, is it's got something called Detect Pro, and essentially what it will do is it will increase or decrease the power depending on what you're sucking up and also what surface it's on. But essentially, when it comes to turning it on, you've got the button on the back here. And then if you press the button on the right hand side, I'll just show you this, so I'll mention it first because you might not be able to hear it over the sound of the vacuum. But if you press this button, then you've got different power settings too. Although you've got a 60-minute runtime on the vacuum, you have got the option to take the battery off and put another battery on. Just press the button on the front here, that will slide off, and if you wanted to, as I say, you could just go and buy another battery from Shark Direct, and then what you can do is you can just plug the charger in. So the charger we mentioned earlier, then that just plugs into the battery and you can get that charging while using another one on the vacuum. When it comes to emptying the vacuum, couldn't be easier. You just got the button on the front here, and all you need to do is press that. So just go over to a bin, press that, and then all the dirt will fall out. It does recommend to empty the dust cap and clean filters after each use. Now, I suppose because the capacity on this is not that big, it's 0.4 litres, so compared to some of the other Shark cordless vacuums, it is on the smaller side. But with the note on the side saying that you need to clean the filters and empty the bin after each use, then when it comes to cleaning the filters, first of all, you just need to open the bin like that. And then this arrangement, so you've just got two clips on the side, so just pull that like that, so you've got one filter is in here, and that just pushes out. So just go and give that a quick wash. With any of these filters, it is always not recommended, it's mandatory that once they are clean to let them dry. I suppose what you could do is if you're going to clean after each use, you could just get a paintbrush and then just give it a quick brush down to get the worst off and then pop it back in. But if it is really dirty, I'd recommend giving these a wash. But as I say, it is always mandatory to let them dry for probably around 24 hours, because what you don't want to do is to put a filter in when it is wet, because that will damage the vacuum and that won't be covered under the guarantee. What you could find is, I do recommend to purchase other filters. Now if you can find some, I'll pop a link below to show you where to get some at competitive prices. But that way, if you've washed the filters, then you can put those on the side to dry naturally. Don't put them in a heated environment. It's always best just to leave them on the side to dry naturally. And then what you could do with the wet filters, you could put those on the side, put your clean and dry filter in that you've purchased separately, then you can vacuum straight away. And then to put that back on, that just clips on like that, and then you're ready to go. You have got one of the filter on the top here, and that is, if you twist this, so you just twist it a little bit, then that will come off like that. And as you can see in the top here, you've got a filter. Undo that, and same principle. So just give it perhaps a quick brush after each time of using it, or if you do need to wash it, then same principle as the other filter. That just clips back in there, and then the top compartment will just slide on there, rotate that like that, and then you're ready to go. When it comes to the other tools and accessories, first of all we've got this one. Now this is just a little tool where you've got a crevice element at the end, and then you've got a brush as well. So that just clips up, and you've got a double action brush or crevice tool in one. And if you wanted to just pop that on, then that just clips on there like that, so nice and easy. If you wanted to extend that, so if you had, say, cobwebs up in the corner, then what you can do is you can put the longer wand on there, and then put the little tool on the end if you wanted to. This is the main floor head, and this has got something called anti-hair wrap technology. Now this is something that Shark have used on a lot of their vacuums for several years now, and I must say it works really well. If you've got members of the family that have got long hair, or if you've got pets, for example, that molt and you've got, say, dog or cat hair around, then this kind of technology on the vacuum really helps to stop hair or fur getting wrapped around the brush. Now if you do need to take it out, so if you needed to take the brush out, then you've just got a clip on the side, and that pulls out like that. I'll just show you that again. So you've got a clip there, just pull that, and then it pulls out nice and easily. Now I must say that's probably one of the easiest ones that I've ever talked about. It's absolutely fantastic. Now as you can see here, you've got a good combination of soft bristles, you've got these like rubber veins, and then you've also got these stiffer bristle brushes, and these are, it's a really good combination for any type of floor surface. So it's not just for hard floors, you can use this vacuum on carpets as well. But at least you've got the option to take the brush out if you need to clean it, and then to put it back in, ever so easy, just clips in like that. So what I've done is I've just put some porridge oats on the floor, and I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration of it. Just before I do that, I just wanted to explain a little bit about the types of suction that you've got on here. Now first of all, you've got eco mode, and that's on the lowest suction, and I suppose that's where you will hopefully achieve the 60-minute runtime. Then you've got boost mode, and that's really on the highest suction, and clearly with that you're not going to achieve the 60-minute runtime, but the suction on the vacuum will be a lot better than on the eco mode. The next mode is the auto mode, and then with that will actually toggle between 4 different sections. So first of all you've got dirt detect, and what that will do is that will identify dirty or high traffic areas and automatically boost the suction to hopefully get the dirt up, and then it will decrease it when it detects that it's slightly cleaner area. So I'll give you a demo of that. Also the floor detect, what it will do is that the brush roll will actually respond to surface changes. So if you were going from, say, a carpeted area to a tiled area or hard surface area, then again it will adjust the suction and the rotation of the brush as well. Then you've got something called edge detect, and what that will do is that will dynamically detect edges and corners, and it maximises the suction to remove the stubborn dirt. Then you've got something called light detect, and that senses low light situations and automatically illuminates dark areas to help you spot the debris. So you've got a little light on the front, and that will illuminate if it feels you need it. But anyway, I think enough talking. What I'm going to do is on this first one, I'm actually going to put it on the auto mode just to give you a demonstration of it, hopefully increasing and decreasing the suction. So let's have a go. So first of all, I'm actually really impressed with how it's picked up. On this carpet, because it's a really wiry carpet, it can be really difficult to get everything up. But hopefully you could hear the suction increase a little bit. I must admit, it didn't do it quite as much as I thought it would, but nevertheless, it's done its job and it's got the bits up. I know I could go around and just finish off a little bit. And for the second demonstration, what I want to do is I'm going to put it on boost mode, because this can be really difficult. I've just put some more breakfast cereal on the floor, slightly different to the porridge oats, but it's a good combination of small and large particles. But let's put it into boost mode to see how well it performs. Not a problem at all. That was a lot easier, I must say. And if I had things like breakfast cereal on the floor like that, then I'd probably be leaning towards the boost mode, because I just feel the performance of it was a little bit better than using the auto mode. Now, if you find that the performance of the vacuum isn't quite as good as it used to be, there are different sensors around the vacuum. I'm just going to quickly show you those, just to clean them and then to hopefully get the suction and the performance back up. Now, the first one is the dirt detect sensor, and if you take that off, then all you need to do first of all is just to go and empty the bin. But once you've emptied the bin, behind the filter you've just got a little area there. Just make sure that that is nice and clear, because that's where the dirt detect sensor is, and if it's not increasing or decreasing the power, then that could be because that is dirty itself. The next one is the light detect sensor, and that's just on the top here on the main floor head. All you need to do is just make sure that's nice and clean. Just get a damp cloth, just give it a quick wipe over, make sure that's nice and clean, because that's where it detects how light or dark it is, depending on whether it needs to provide illumination at the front. Then the final sensor is this one on the side. This is the edge detect sensor, and this is where it will again increase or decrease the suction depending on if it feels you're going next to a wall or not. So just make sure that's nice and clean, and then again you should hopefully get your performance back too. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these, I've provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Shark IW1511 UK cordless vacuum cleaner. Would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. Hopefully I've covered a lot of the features and benefits that it offers, giving you a quick couple of demonstrations. But if there's any other questions on the vacuum, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you, because we've got this on display at the moment. Also, if you have got one of these, then let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.